Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. So today in my real life, yesterday was my live on my channel. So I did the turtles, I did the cabochons, and you could still go back and watch it because it's on my channel. That one was not on Amazon. So in today's video, I'm going to be finishing the turtle that we started on the live. We'll unmold the extras. We'll unmold the turtle that was half finished. I've also got a cross here that I have been working on, a lot of crosses, you guys. If your name is on the list for a cross mold, I already told you it's going to be a while. I don't get to many a week, but I've got one poured for, who was that for? Rosemary. I think this was one for you, a blue one. So we will unmold the cross mold. That's this one. This one is no longer available, so I don't do them all on camera because it's not available. I don't want you to fall in love. But before that, if you did watch my live, I showed you a massive box full of molds from Denise, on loan from Denise until she starts pouring after the winter. And we're going to go through all those molds today. If you don't like Happy Mail, fast forward. But if you want to see the molds that she sent, that's what we're going to look at. But before that, the person who put Dawn in the Urban Dictionary, her name is Emily. She's from Ohio. She sent me some mail today, and I'm going to read what she wrote because it's very sweet. Let me show you what she sent. She sent 2 of these.
Did I hear you say dictionary?
Oh, jeez. She sent 2 of these, one for him and one for me. America without soldiers is like God without angels. Isn't that nice? 2 t-shirts, and then 2 of these. With busted knuckles and broken bones, they built this country all alone. So thank you, Emily, for the gift. And she says one of her pastimes that she hopes one day turns into a business is making shirts. These are 2 that I have created that I really wanted you guys to have. I can't understand. Oh, I really appreciate that you offer us videos every day that are encouraging and family friendly. What I appreciate the most is that you guys are just you. Well, we try. You are genuine and truly care for others. Each person that orders from you is not just more profit. You see them as a person. You value that they choose to spend their money on your products, and you always do your best. I cannot express how much I appreciate your genuine, honest integrity. With the world we live in, people like you and Dawn are not easy to find. I hope the best for you guys, and more than anything, I hope your business continues to grow. Thanks, Emily. Thank you, Emily. We hope that your business grows. If you like t-shirts and you want her to make one, I would say reach out to Emily. Emily, put a comment in this video so they can find you. But these are really, really nice t-shirts. So thank you so much, Emily. We appreciate you. Don will always appreciate you for putting him in the Urban Dictionary. Okay, there's a lot of molds in here. So if you guys don't like unboxing, you may want to fast forward. And these are, I didn't unpackage anything. I literally just got the box. I have another box come in. I'm not going to unbox it today because Bobby Joe and Jim sent it to me. In the box says there's 20 items coming, different days over a period of time. It's going to be a challenge with the rules. She already emailed me the rules. When all of the products come, I will do the unboxing for that. I have no clue what they have for us. Basically, right now, she sent me more resin and some supplies and things. So we'll get all that unboxed once I get all of those. So I don't want to inundate you with mail today. So this one is the handmade diamond flip top storage box, resin mold. Oh, look at that. It's got the picture in there, so I don't have to go find the pictures. $52.99. We're going to be doing a lot of molds. Oh, she even stuck that in there. I didn't know that was in there, so she must have done that separate. This is a little bow, an all sparkly little bow. Cute. So this is oh, okay. Well, I guess you have to go buy, well, maybe not, but the hinges, which is no problem. Yeah, you would buy the hinges because this is where it's going to fit. So I will have to go find some hinges for that. But these are diamond molds. Beautiful. Let me cover these back up. Hopefully they will be returned to her in the same order that she sent them to me. So be patient with me as I unbag and rebag so nothing gets lost and all these papers stay with them so she knows what she's doing when she gets them all back. Oops, that one went in here. And I'm going to be picking some of these to do today as well. And we will go from there. All right, the second one. Heart gesture bulldog or bulldog ornament. No, that's not a bulldog. That's a turtle. Maybe she added one in here. That must be this one. This is a turtle. $15.99. How do you open it? I just want to look inside to see if I can. I hate these little bags. They make everything so difficult. Yeah, this is the little turtle dude. There's a little heart in there. So that's adorbs. Oh, are these? Oh, she picked the turtle. Okay. You could do turtle, frog, or bulldog. She's got the 3-piece set. Okay. 3-piece set of, so I'm sure it's not $15.99. Oh, wait a minute. She got one of each. That's what she did because there's a heart in that one too. Okay. Makes more sense now. Those will be really cute. Okay, there's the bulldog. This is the turtle. And this is the frog. Awesome. I got it. Sorry, I'm not going to keep those pieces for you. I'm just going to put these back in the bag. That's the way I'm doing it. And then what I'm going to do with these, and I already told her and she's cool with it, I'm going to do them the way I would normally do them with you. And then I will be casting them in my pressure pot, probably in clear or whatever, so I can make my own molds and continue to share them with you. All right, let's see what we have. Handmade diamond rose storage box resin mold, $56.99. Oh, look at the rose in there. That is going to be pretty. All right, that is going to be gorgeous. We got that one. We're going to do that one. I don't know what I'm going to do today, though. Was this in a bag? I don't think it was in a bag. Okay, that's why we were rubber band together. Let me just keep it like that so I don't lose anything. She was so generous to do this. Like, who does that? Who sends all of their diamond molds before they pour them? Some of these might have been poured, I'm not sure. And just says, whenever you're done, you can send them back. That's crazy. All right. Oh, this is a pretty rose flower. This looks like a matte mold, so we'll see what that looks like. I'll have to use that for extras or something. Next one is, oh, the owl. She did tell me she was going to be sending this. Handmade cute owl ornament resin mold. This one's $40.99. It's got the body, little feet that stick out. Can't see much in here, so I'm not going to bother opening this until I do that one. So that is the owl. She's always updating me on their newest stuff, which is cool because I don't have time to keep up on that stuff. Okay, this is almost positive this is one from Into Resin that was discontinued. Okay. So this one might be discontinued. This is the heart jar that has been all diamond up. There, okay, that's the crushed diamonds. And then here's the faceted diamond. So this may not be available anymore on their site, but we're going to pour it anyway. Put this back. I will put this back in this bag. If these bags don't live through this, Denise, I will put it in some other bags for you when I return them. Oh, it's hard to get in them when it's silicone with no paper on the bottom. And get this one out of here. Oops, it ripped. I'll be replacing that bag for you. The next one is gonna be, oh, this is cute. She did pour this one. She had this one all painted up, and then she was gonna mail it to me. I'm like, just pour it. Just pour it before you send it. So she actually poured it in polyurethane and pulled it out before she sent it here because she did do this one. This is super cute. The only part here is this stem that is really thin, and it's going to take more time to cure than anything else, so we cannot pull this one out early. But that is the cutest little flower in a pot. Here's the picture of it. $22.99. Adorbs. It's adorbs, as I would say. Next one, we got a lot in here. I hope you're not bored yet. This one is, oh, it's a little bear. Bear mold for resin mold only. Oh, this is from Reptiles and Resin. She charges $20, and that's a cute little bear mold. Oh, how cute. With his little bum up in the air. That's cool, Reptiles and Resin. Let's see, what's next? So these are not all from Into Resin. Handmade Miffy Bunny Crystal Ornament Resin Mold, $35.99. Oh, this is that little bunny she was telling me about. I kind of knew what she was talking about. Oh, look, it's like, oh, it's a split mold too. Interesting. Wonder why they split that mold. Doesn't seem too hard to get out. But it's very transparent. Interesting. It's got the little X on the mouth, which I don't know what that means, but you guys might know what it is. I'm sure it's a brand name type of thing. Let me get this one put back, and then I'll have to go through and pick which ones I want to do today. Come on, rubber bands. All right, next one. Let's do this one here. Handmade Crystal Duck Ornament Resin Mold, $28.99. Oh, it looks like a cute little diamondy duck. Can't see much in here, but there are some facets, so that will be cute. Very cute. Yeah, it's going to take time because when you want to make a casting and make a mold out of something, you don't want any flaws in it, obviously. And that's why I'm going to be using my pressure pot to do them when I'm doing them off camera. And I might not do all of them, but I might do some of them. The ones that I want to keep. Oh, look at this cute thing. Handmade crystal or Christmas hat wearing large axolotl holding a heart ornament, $38.99. Look at that one. That is so, so cute. Maybe we could do that for Valentine's Day, even though it's got a little hat on. We can do the hat and maybe not red and green or something. That one is so cute. I might keep that one out. We might do that one today. Let me set that one aside. Do that one maybe. I gotta see what the rest of them are before I make any rash decisions. All right, this one is handmade diamond apple storage jar resin mold, $40.99. I have just made a bunch of apples recently. Oh, what's this one? Oh, is this the plug if you want to plug it? I wonder if you have to plug it. I think you have to plug it to get the lip for the jar. So you would just float this in the resin. That way it makes the lip for the top, because that's the stem. Yep, I bet you that's what it is. Okay, I get ya. Sometimes they do include the plugs for things, and if they do include it, I highly recommend using it, or your piece may not go together after you demold. Even if you don't mind using the extra resin, it may be needed. I have a lips jar that's like that, and you have to use the plug in order to create lip that it needed to sit in there. This is the handmade diamond snowman Christmas tree ornament, $36.99. So this is the snowman that is all crystally. So I'm not going to rush to do that one on camera because the time is past for Christmas, but I'll still do it. Maybe I will do this one in just clear in the pressure pot one day and just do my casting at the same time with you guys. What would have been better, Denise, is if you knew how much they held. That would have even been better. Let's see, what do we got? Look at her keeping all her paperwork. This looks like a storage box. Handmade stone diamond storage jar resin mold, $57.99. Here's the top, here's the bottom. Ooh, that is some thin walls. This is not going to take much at all. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do these all two ways with you because there are so many of them and I have so many other things I do have to get to. So I maybe just be doing them one way with you guys. A lot of them may be in alcohol inks because that's the way they look the best. And I may just be doing them that one way when I throw them in the pressure pot. And do it that way too. I don't know how I'm going to do this. This was a very big surprise to me. Oh, and these are for me. These she said she bought for me. These are from Laura's Art Corner. But she bought the last 3. She gave me 2 for Happy Mail to keep. And I don't know if Laura's Art Corner is going to get them in again. These are large silicone cups that are triangular. Check that out. It's got the ounce marks on here, up to 16 ounces right to here. That is cool. Transparent. I won't open this one until I need to. So I don't know if Laura's Art Corner still has these, but you can definitely check. I do have a discount code for her. It's my name, Michelle. She's the one where I got the octopus inks from. She's got pigments and she's got inclusions and glitter and all that stuff. So check her website out, laurasartcorner.net. So thank you, Denise. That was awesome of you. Let me go through this box. We're going to unmold all that later when everything is ready. Let me go pick out today's projects and the coloring and we'll start. This is what I came up with. I'm going to use this cup. Let me tell you, this thing fits nicely in your hand. I don't know, it's the shape of it or something. So I figured, I don't know how much anything holds. I'm going to just mix up like 16 ounces. If I have enough for the rose, I'll do it, thinking that would be the extra. I'm going to do the axolotl, prep that, and I'm going to prep the rose. So before I do that, just in case, I'm going to do the little bear in the espresso octopus inks. I'm going to finish this turtle in cotton candy glitter. But I want these out of the way right now. I'm going to do the snowman, and we're just going to put everything in the pressure pot today. And I'm going to do the snowman in clear, and then I'm going to paint these two. So for the flower, in case I have extra, I pulled out Eye Candy Sumo Wrestler because it's a beautiful color shift for a rose. So I'm just going to paint that on. I'm going to try to keep this little axolotl Valentine with red and pink. I'm going to pour him in pink as well, but I'm also going to paint him in pink. But before I do that, this one has a lot of cracks and crevices. And the nice thing about the pressure pot is I don't have to vacuum chamber anything. So all of this should fit in there. I did have a spill in it that I just spent 30 minutes cleaning the dried resin from that last, this is not big enough. Let me get a bigger brush here. From this last rose, I guess I overfilled it. It spilled all over the bottom of the pressure pot, which stuck my little thing that Dawn built me, my shelf, to the bottom. So I had to try to pry off all of that dried resin in there, which has only been in there less than 24 hours, but it was solid. So that was no fun. But I did get it out. I ended up breaking a piece off, so Don's going to have to eventually build me another one. It's still usable, but one of the dowels got broken off, so yeah, that kind of stinks. And I don't know, maybe I overfilled it or something. I didn't think that I did, or maybe I let the air in too fast, and it blew it out. I don't know what happened. I don't have a little camera in there. No. Regardless, I got it cleaned up. I got it re-leveled, which I have to use a couple of sticks to level it now because the resin kind of made my bottom plate a little unlevel, which kind of stinks. So we may have to start from scratch, pull everything out, and do it again. I don't have a silicone mat in there. I only have the acrylic discs in there, making that bottom piece flat. There's like a little hump in the bottom of them. And you have to get it level. You can't just put molds on that. So I had a piece of acrylic cut to fit that circle on the bottom, which made the bottom flat, which is what I put the shelf on. I know, you're probably totally confusing, you guys. This one, I'm going to make sure I like do this if we have enough resin. We should have enough resin. This was Sumo Wrestler. Everything I use will be linked in the description. Let me just get this off so it doesn't get everywhere. This one, I think what I'm going to do is paint the heart and the hat in the red chrome powder. Then I have the pink holographic chrome powder to paint the body. And then I will do the finishing touches when I unmold it. I'm going to try to keep it less Christmassy and more Valentine-y. Even though I'm painting the hat red, I may try to figure out some sort of a way. I'm not sure how I want to do this. Do I want to do this whole thing red? I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I'm just going to do the hat, the whole hat red, and I'm going to worry about it after I demold it. I'll do the heart red, and since axolotls are on the like pinkish whitish side, I'm going to paint him pink. I think I'll fill him with pink as well. I'm not going to fill him with black. I don't want to darken the colors, even though I don't think it matters with chrome powders, but I think I'm just going to fill him with pink anyway. Oops, I'll have to clean up before I do the pink. I really don't want brush marks. I need a poofy brush, a little bit more poofy than I have here. Let's see if I can... Well, I don't know what color was on there, but it wasn't red. It shouldn't matter though, because I already had the red on there. Just trying to get that excess powder off. And then I will paint the heart red the best that I can. If I have to go over it later with paint, I will. It's kind of hard to see, especially the first time you're doing it. I'm definitely going to have some cleanup to do in here. So I will do that like off camera because that's going to take me quite a while. I got it everywhere. And I do have to clean it up before I put the pink in. Otherwise, you're going to see all that red underneath the pink. Or it will show before the pink shows, put it that way. Definitely don't need much of this powder. I know they look like small jars, but there is plenty. It has lasted me for a long time. I feel like I use it a lot. Maybe I don't. I don't know, but... All right, that should be good. I think I got it all. Just kind of... redo it a little bit. And again, if I have to paint over it, I will. I don't want to. So I'm just going to take some cotton swabs and some alcohol and do my best to clean them out. And then I will go ahead and do the, oh, how does this work here? Right there. I'm trying to figure them out before I've ever poured it. keep my lines as crisp and clean as possible. I think I'll do the face later in the black, the eyes and the mouth. I'm not going to try to get black down in there. I do go through a lot of these. I have thousands of them though, so it's okay. A cheap way to clean out your molds. All right, well, once I get this clean, I'm going to do the same exact thing with the pink. I'm not going to bore you. And once I have it completely done, ready to go, I'm going to mix up 16 ounces of resin. I think 16. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll be right back.
Sparkles explode in a radiant haze, crafting a masterpiece that's gonna amaze. Glitz and glitter lighting up the night, painting dreams with a shimmer so bright.
I did 14 ounces. This isn't that bad. I thought maybe scraping the sides would have been harder, being that it's triangular, but it's very flexible and it's really not that hard. So if she has them available, it's a pretty cool little cup here. It fits great in your hand. But like I said, I think Denise bought the last 3, so I don't know. You could check with her. That's just not right there. Was a little bit that was not mixed. I would say scrape your sides extra good because that little hand mixer does not get all those sides on something in this shape. Although it doesn't in a other shape either, but all right. So what I'm going to do, let me just make sure that's mixed. Need to mix it a little bit more. I see some strings on my edges. That looks better. I'm going to pour my snowman because he's clear. And I have becoming more and more trusting of that that pressure pot to remove the bubbles. So I have not been putting it through a vacuum chamber the past few days. Now this is going to have tons of areas, but like I said, I'm trusting it to do its job. And the pressure pot, a lot of people ask me the difference. The pressure pot is I'm going to add air to it with the air compressor. And I put about 58 pounds of pressure in it because the maximum is 60 and I don't want to max it out every time. And the pressure squeezes these bubbles until the naked eye can't see them anymore. So that's what the pressure pot does. The vacuum chamber pulls the bubbles out. But the only problem with that, which it's not really a problem, is the fact that you can stir bubbles back in, you can pour bubbles in, so it's not 100%. The pressure pot is not 100% either, because there can be voids, and it will not squeeze a void out. So if there's like an air pocket somewhere, it's not going to fix that. I learned that the very first day I had it. So neither one are foolproof, but if you learn ways around them, like what I just did with this one by turning it like that, in all those facets, it should be okay. Let me move this one over to there. I'm going to top it up and then we'll mix the rest, have colors. For the little turtle guy, I only need 1.5 ounces. Let me get a different cup, because this holds about 2.6. I have about 1 ounce in there. So let's do just over 1.5 ounces. Let me see. Yeah, I can see through this cup. We'll do, and if I need a little more, I can always add a little more, but I'm trying not to do extras today because I already have some things that I have to finish, like that cross is going to be a lot of work. I'm going to be painting that cross after the fact. I only poured it in a color, and I've been painting them lately because they come out really, really pretty. They come out shinier than they do if I put chrome powders in that matte mold. And I think I'm going to put glue in this to suspend the glitter, because it's just going to sink to the bottom. Let me put a little bit more in. I'm going to put 2 drops of Elmer's clear glue, and that's just going to hold that glitter in place so it doesn't sink while it's sitting there curing. Let me grab that. 1, 2 drops should do it. I always forget to close my lid, and then the glue dries on the top. This makes it really, really thick. The only thing you need to be careful with on a very thick like this, like gel, is the bubbles getting down in his head, or whatever mold you're doing. Just make sure you're checking for bubbles around the edges, because it's really gluey. This one seems to do really well with that neck. I've not gotten any bubbles. I might need a little bit more though. Let me see if it's going to go. I need a little bit more. And I'm going to mix it as if, and I want to check that tail. Dotting tool. It's definitely, I could see the hole in the tail right there. Or the bubble, I should say. And it still may have one there. That one's always a problem. I won't say problem, but that's a problem area. So let me just mix a little bit more. And a little bit more glitter. I'll make it nice and thick so I don't need to add any glue. And I'll make sure it goes into his arms. I'm sure this is too much. And we'll see if there's a difference when this cures from dropping. Hopefully not. I should have just put a drop in, but I didn't. Just want to fill up the feet. And I want to put this over there in the vacuum chamber or the pressure pot before I fill it too high. I already forgot. So let me move this one over there and then we'll do the rest. I'm guessing 5 ounces for the axolotl. I pulled out Rose from Dianca Pours to kind of match that pink in the holographic. And see if that, I mean, you're really not going to see it, but I just didn't want black behind it. I don't want to darken it. I want it to be pink. And I should have dissolved this powder first in a little bit of alcohol, and I didn't. So now I need to just take a little bit of time and make sure it's completely mixed in. Although if it did sink, you really wouldn't see it because of the powder on the mold. But let's just make sure. You don't want to ruin anything. All right. That should be good. I do have to put this on the bottom level, so I'm only going to pour him about halfway. Then I got to move him over there. And I think I'm going to do the same kind of thing, although it doesn't look like there's a lot of problem spots. I just want to get it all around that heart, which I think it is. I don't think it's not, so that's pretty good. I like to coat my stuff, especially when it goes in there, to make sure I have the best chance. So I'll move this over there, fill him up, and then we're going to move on to the bear. I did a really good guess. This is all that I have left, so that was great. I don't have much pink left, so I'm doing pretty good. And I have some extra, so I'm going to need something more than that rose to finish. This one is going to be the Octopus Inks in Espresso. So let's just drip some color in there. Going to use the same stick, so there might be a little bit of sparkle in them, which is fine. I think it's a shiny mold. It looks kind of shiny. And that was definitely enough. Probably could have used less. Those are very pigmented. This is a resin ink, which is more pigmented than the alcohol ink, even though they're both alcohol inks. So that is this one. Let me see how he's shaped. He's got a little tail there at the bottom. And I probably made too much. Maybe not. Pretty darn close. So I'm going to put him over there, fill it up, and then we'll do the rose. I want the rose to be vibrant, so I don't think it's going to take much. I'm just going to use this brown that I have out. And then I'm going to have a couple ounces left. I'm just going to do this just to get the darker color behind it. Could do black or whatever, but since this one's out, I'm going to use this one. This one I'm definitely going to be pouring it around like that, especially with powders in it. Hopefully this is dark enough to do what it needs to do. You just want to like roll it around in there. You just get a little bit more. Then I gotta find another mold. Trying to squeeze up without ruining my powder. Any bubbles that are in there. Oh, I'm gonna need a little bit more. Oops, probably not that much, but definitely not this much. I'm gonna add a little more ink, 2 drops. That's almost good. I'm going to move it over there to the shelf, fill it up, and find a mold. This is that little pig mold we just made. It is so adorable. What I'm going to do is scrape this out into here, and then I'm going to color it with a lighter pink mica powder. And he should fit in the pressure pot with everybody else. And everybody will be curing at the same time, same amount of time, which takes about 6 to 7 hours in that pressure pot because it holds in all the heat while you're curing. Let me just get all of this out that I can. And I pulled out a lighter color. I don't know if I can lighten this much. I didn't really want it this pink, so I hope my plan works. I guess I could lighten it with white. This color is called Parfait. Let's see what we get by putting... Well, I'm not going to dissolve it. I'm just going to do it in here like I did. I have the slightest bit of leftovers so far from everything else. Oh, that lightened it up. Let me just get it mixed in really good. Don't need any more, that's for sure. I don't even need any white. I was thinking we could use white to lighten it up if I had to. And it's probably too much. I don't think I need this much for that little thing. But I do want to mix it really, really good because it's not powdered or anything, the mold. All right, we're going to do that. I am going to spritz this one. Do the same thing I did to the others. Kind of pour it a third of the way. Squish it around. Get it in all his ears and everything that's in there. I can't remember. I only poured him one time. But he is certainly cute. We have a lot of new molds coming out soon in the eBay store. I just haven't gotten to them. Don's been pouring them. But I have not been able to pour them yet. Our molds, for some reason, are always last on the list to do, which it should be the opposite. I get it. But that's not the way I roll. Perfect. I didn't do too bad. I'm going to put him in there, top him up, and then I'll do some extras with these. I'll probably do some marbling like I normally do, and then we wait. Because I did not run these through the vacuum chamber earlier, they're full of bubbles, so I did hit them with the heat gun real quick to try to alleviate any of the bubbles that are going to be forming. I don't know if it's going to work or not. Let's do a few pendants. And I will marble some colors. Not the glitter one here, but I will do the pink and the brown. And I'll just marble a little bit of color in there, see if I can get it to work today. They've been working pretty good for me lately. Been having fun with these. So we got 2 glitteries. I think I will use the white from Octopus Inks into the brown and see what we get. Hopefully I got a lot of the bubbles out with the heat gun. It loosened it up too, which helps. I got some stuff in there, so I'm going to have to avoid a lot of these. Let me find a little stick here. I'm just going to do that. I don't know if you're going to see it. You may not see that. Let me do one more drop. Stir it around. They could be good. They could be bad. Who knows? I don't mind playing with my extras to see what we get. Get a small one over here. And I could probably scrape one more little tiny one. I could. That's it. They'll need a little bit of trimming or sanding because I didn't dome them. Should have, but I didn't. Okay. For the pink, should we do the white too? I don't know. Let's do white and black. See what that looks like. This also is an Octopus ink. We're going to try it. Pink, black, and white. I don't know. Let me get that out of the mold real quick because I'm going to probably end up using these bigger ones. Come on. Oh, it's not going to come out. No. I'll avoid them. We'll do the smallers. I just have a little bit more of this, I think. I should have put it in a smaller cup. There's a black. There's some white. Give it a little stir. And is that the one I tried to get? No, this isn't. That one might be nice. Let's do another drop of white. 1 drop of black. Give it a little stir. And we'll do a couple of the tapered ones. Ooh, these might be pretty. I don't know. They're coming out nice and marbly. Let's hope the colors work good together on the other side. This one. Then I will go close up that chamber. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, so start my timer. Just top all of these up since I have a few drips. Just barely, just enough to dome them. Sometimes it's only 1 drop. And then Don and I are gonna go to our Venice craft fair today, which is really big. I'll give you some pictures maybe while you're waiting for curing. But they closed down the main street, downtown Venice, and all the vendors set up their stuff, and I try to hit every single craft fair that comes to town. I don't get to all of them, but I do get to a lot of them. Just to get ideas, see what people are doing. Everybody's so like talented with so many different crafts at these things. It's amazing. That's where I met Alan, actually. I met him at this craft fair. He had all of his beautiful river tables on display. It was the funniest thing. It's such a long story, but I didn't think he liked me at all that day. And here, a couple years later, we're pretty good friends, and I help him set up his YouTube channel. He's the channel I want you guys to subscribe to. I will link him in the comments or in the description box because he does river tables. He also is a master pottery person, and he's doing river tables on his channel now, but he's not at 1,000 subscribers. And how I met him, I'll just clean this while I'm talking. If you don't want to listen, just fast forward. I know it's going to get long, but when I saw him at this craft fair that I'm going to today, he had so many tables set up and they were gorgeous, and it caught my eye, of course, and I started talking to him, and he had his waterfall tables there, and I was looking at him like I had never seen anything like that before, and he did not want to tell me how he did that. Like, he was like, I am not telling you my secrets, and there's, you know, big price tags on these pieces. And he was not, he's like, I've never ever seen anybody do this before, and I'm not giving my secrets out. I'm like, I'm not trying to get your secrets. I'm like, but I go, if you want to not have to sit at places like this, and you give that secret out on YouTube, you would be like, go viral. And that's what you really want to do, and you wouldn't have to do this anymore. Because I know he's got problems, you know, he's health issues of his own and his wife's and whatever, and I felt really bad. And I gave him my card. I talked to him for quite a while that day, and he didn't really loosen up to me at all that day. And about a year later, I gave him my card. I'm like, if you ever want help, I will help you set up a YouTube channel and get this to the world. I'm like, because nobody else has done this before. And I would love for you to share that with the world. Like I said, if you ever change your mind, here's my card. I wrote my number on it because my number's not on my cards. And a year later, I got a phone call from Alan. And I was working, you know, our business at the time, not this. I was doing YouTube and everything, but I was also still working full time at that time. And he left me a message, and he's like, hey, I met you at the craft fair down in Venice. I don't know if you remember me. Of course, I was thinking about him this whole entire time. Give me a call back. I have a few questions, whatever. So I called him back, and he's like, yeah, do you remember? I'm like, of course I remember you. Like, I was wondering what happened to you. He's like, I've been wanting to call you for like a year. He goes, but I misplaced your card and I couldn't find it. And then one day my card popped up, and he's like, I think this was her. So he called me, and then the rest is history, basically. So we've been, I actually just went shopping with him the other day, like I said on my live, and we bought some wood pieces together, and he's mentoring me on his little secrets, but he has not told me how to do the waterfall yet. And he says he will share it with the world when he hits 1,000 subscribers. So I keep reiterating to you guys who are into epoxy, maybe you're into river tables. He does a stupendous job on river tables. Go watch some of his videos on them. And he said when he hits 1,000 subscribers, that's when he will share with the world. So I'm trying to get him to help him get to 1,000 subscribers. He deserves to be monetized. He works hard. He loves what he does. And I think he's self-taught too. And his stuff is just gorgeous. So give him a few views. I'll link his channel in the description box for you if you want to go check him out. Anyway, I was saying that because that's where I'm going this afternoon. So I will get you pictures from this afternoon after the comment of the day, and then we'll unmold.
on its slingshot ride. Mr. Glitz in shades, Mrs. Glitter by his side.
Florida sun, blue sky, and January air.
Laughing at the GPS, going we're almost there.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Glitz and Mrs. Glitter on the highway, chasing color, chasing canvases and fun. Venice art show glowing like a Sunday, the two brush strokes streaking in the sun. Every turn's a little brighter when they're together, feeling like this day could last forever.
She's lost in the paintings, every frame, every line.
He's baby, I'll be right back, that sparkle in his eye.
Next thing you know, he's holding 3 little plates.
Somebody's gotta be sure this food's first rate.
Hey!
Mr. Glitz and Mrs. Glitter at the art show, she's snapping photos, he's sampling every bite. Color on the wall, sweet tea and a solo, both of them saying, man, this is the life. Sunny Florida, blue sky, and January weather, feeling like this day could last forever. From the murals to the food truck line, grease on his fingers, paint on her mind. He says, you're my favorite masterpiece, you know.
She laughs, you're the snack I can't let go.
Mr. Glitz and Mrs. Glitter driving back home, slingshot humming while the daylight fades.
He's talking about tacos, she's humming a love song. Both agree it was a perfect day.
Sunny Florida, blue sky, they remember, turning January into summer together.
Did you guys have fun at the art show? It was really nice. It was a beautiful day. We had some fun there today. So I try to hit every one that I can possibly hit. And I forgot to say, I'm pretty sure it's at the beginning of the video anyway, but tonight is the Amazon Live, you guys. I'm trying to get this piece out. So make sure 7 p.m. you come to the link in the description box. I will be on Amazon for Let's Resin doing a project for y'all. So I don't think you're going to want to miss that. So you can get like a double dose of G&G today. If you want a double dose, that's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's get to the extras. Here's the ones from yesterday. This was just crushed crystal in the clear. And I just made pendants really quickly out of the rest of that resin that I had. So all beautiful, of course. This is the water ripple mold that I use all the time. So those will get flatback bales. They definitely need to be trimmed because they were not domed. Here are the ones. These were not on in the vacuum chamber. They were just sitting here all day. And they're good enough to come out, but they're definitely not cured all the way through. So that was the brown and the white marbling. That came out really nice. See if this one's okay to come out. Like I said, I didn't even turn the heat mat on while I was gone, just for these. I figured it didn't matter. Oh, that came out really nice. Look at that little one. We'll make pendants out of all these. So these 3 next ones are also the brown and the white. That looks nice. It's so much fun to marble these extras. It's a good way to put your color combinations together to see if they work. Yeah, that one's okay. The better marbling is on the side of it, but it's not a throwaway. Put it that way. That one's just pure brown. I think I remembered pouring that and saying nothing's gonna happen. This is the glittery one, the cotton candy. Beautiful. If you like glitter. I know a lot of people don't like glitter. I don't even know how that can be humanly possible. Let me get these 3 out. Let's look at these. Oh, these are nice. This was the pink, the black, and the white. Those came out really nice. That is cool. I think that's the perfect color for that pig, I hope. Pretty sure it might be. I'll try to get these 3 out without bending them too bad. They're definitely not cured through. Oh, check those out. Oh, I love that one. Look at that. These are all three pretty cool. Nice. Really nice. I can't trim these though. These will have to wait till tomorrow. So, not going to get great pictures of those today. All right, let's do these. This is the little rose with the chameleon powder in it. Yay! No bubbles. I didn't think so. Love that pressure pot, you guys. If you can afford one, I would say get one. It's got a little bit of a color change. It's not huge though, but it's great for the rose. All right, we will do, which one's the easiest to get out? This probably is. Here's the little guy. Oh, he's so cute. He's partially shiny and partially matte. So I might have to spray this one because it's already partial shiny. So I think I need to finish it getting completely shiny. I just used spray sealer on it. So I will paint him up the way I want him before I do that. Let's do, this is yesterday's from the live, even though for you it was almost 2 weeks ago. Got a bubble in the tail as usual. I don't think I can ever do a turtle without a bubble in the tail. Come on, let's see what it looks like with those gorgeous flowers. Oh, look at that. That is stunning. That is so pretty. This is the one I placed before the live, and all I did was fill up the back of it with you. So you didn't even know what flowers I chose for that one. That is so pretty. Okay, keep going, Michelle. Keep going. This doesn't need to take all night. Oh, I got a tail. Look at that. With glue of all things. Oh, the head. Be careful. Oh, I love it. That is so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm loving the flowers in these turtles. I have the one here too from yesterday. Still here with the flowers. And that one has the rhinestones. Look at the flowers in these little guys. They are so gorgeous. I love them way better than putting the mica powder on them. But, I mean, it depends what look you're going for, obviously. You don't want to give something like this to a little boy. You would make it a little boy, but... oh my gosh, that pink glitter was perfect for that one. I love it. I love it. I will move this one back to its place. They're all lined up behind me. Let's see. Let me get some stuff off my table here so I know what I'm doing. Let's do... ooh, I don't know if I can get the pig out because it hasn't sat on the heat mat. We're going to try it, but if I rip his head off, that's going to really stink. This, come on, please come out in one piece. Yes, it did. Look at that pig. He's so cute. It's a perfect casting. It's so cute. All the little stars on the boots even came out. I didn't put him in the pressure pot last time, and we had bubbles, a little bit of bubbles, because I don't know if I put it through the vacuum chamber either, but that color is great. It's perfect for that pig. Oh, yes. I'm so happy with that one. Let's do this one. Was this a split? No, this was not the split mold. Oh, it's very flexible. Look at that. That is so beautiful. It is perfect. Not a bubble in sight. Look right through it. You could see right through it. And I did not put this through the vacuum chamber. That's what a pressure pot does. Normally, I would probably do something to this, but I'm going to cast this one in silicone. So I'm not even going to jazz this one up. I'm probably going to cast this one in silicone. She actually gave me this mold. She said to keep it, so she didn't want it back. So I don't need to cast this one in silicone. But I will not be blinging these up since I want to cast them in silicone. Otherwise, for this, I would probably tip the edges with silver or gold. Maybe put a few dewdrops in rhinestones or something. But I will do that on the next time. This one, honestly, the only thing I would do anyway is paint the eyes, the nose, and the 3 buttons. I would not do anything else. I would not cover up all the sparkle in this. So you're really not missing out on any finish work at all. I will finish this one up. I will finish the pig up, the turtles up. Let's get the cross out and see what we have. This one is going to get finished. Oh, it's so pretty. This was a pigment paste. Which one? I don't remember. I think it was in Just Resin pigment paste or something like that. I can look if you want to know. Just in case you want to know, it was this one. Just Resin Baby Blue. That is this one. Oh, it is gorgeous. She said she did not care what colors I did on the cross, as long as there was blue somewhere. And I'm like, if you want blue somewhere, you're getting a blue cross. That way it won't be missed. So we will get this blinged up for her. She wants it completely done. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so nice. Yay! It's so beautiful. This is such a pretty cross. I cannot believe they damaged their master mold. So they cannot make these molds anymore, which is why you guys are ordering them like crazy with me. Let's do the axolotl last, but definitely not least. I will probably finish this one up and I'll just recast a clear one so I can mold it, because I want to see this one all finished up. Oh, he's so cute. I love it. That is so adorable. Oh, I should have done the trim on his clothes a different color, but I could do that after the fact if I could reach with a marker. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. So yeah, it's got a Christmas hat on it. However, I'm going to do something to make it a Valentine hat. I don't know what yet. I need to think about it. But my cleanup job was pretty spot on because I don't see any out of place powders. So yay me. Awesome. I love it all. Okay, let me get to finishing. I'm going to give you guys one more song, or you can fast forward, and I will see you on the flip side.
Michelle's at the counter, shop light shining on her hands. Name tag says glitz and glitter, got that apron full of plans. Little pink pig on the table, cool shades, tiny boots in a row. Rubber duck riding shotgun like they're ready for a show. Hey, every pour, every piece, she hums a thankful tune. Heart wide open, every afternoon she's serving Jesus at glitz and glitter. Every sparkle, every shimmer, tiny worlds on her workbench. Say you're loved in color and shine. From the turtles to the crosses, she's counting blessings, not just profits turning. Simple resin into signs of a Savior who's alive. Two clear turtles on a paper towel, little flowers blooming through, glitter swirling in their bodies like the sky just turned brand new. Careful hands place the rhinestones, ring a light around every shell. Says you're seen, you're held, you're chosen. In that quiet she can tell. Every pour, every piece, she hums a thankful tune. Faith in motion, right here in this room. She's serving Jesus at glitz and glitter. Every sparkle, every shimmer, tiny worlds on her workbench. Say you're loved in color and shine. From the turtles to the crosses, she's counting blessings, not just profits turning. Simple resin into signs of a Savior who's there's a love you ought to know. Stunning blue cross in the corner, hand-painted flowers take flight, butterflies dancing on the surface like grace catching sunlight. She's serving Jesus at glitz and glitter, every sparkle, every shimmer, tiny worlds on her workbench. Say you're loved in color and shine, from the turtles to the cross. She's counting blessings, not just profits, turning simple resin into signs of a savior who's alive. Pink pig boots and a ducky, turtles lined up in a row. Michelle sings softly, she's working, where you lead me I will go.
That took like 2.5 hours to do all that. I was able to get these sanded down on the edges, so I went ahead and put the flat back bales on all of them. Isn't that marbling pretty? Most of them. That one's basically black. That alcohol ink in brown, I have to remember, it turns black if you put too much in there. So that's why it looks so black. And the bear too, I'm like, I don't remember pouring black, but it wasn't. It was that espresso, which is really, really dark. So those are the pendants. Here's the little bear, by the way. I spray sealed him so his whole body is shiny because he had splotches everywhere that were kind of matte and some splotches that were shiny. So I wanted him to be all the same. So I just put a little paint on the nose, the fingernails, the ears, painted the eyes, and stuck a bow on her little bum. And now she's all shiny. So that's that one. I didn't want to spend a ton of time because it was getting like too late. Here's the pig. What do you think? I think it's adorable. So I picked out the hat first, and then I pulled the colors out of the hat to put on the boots. And then I had a rubber ducky, and I put a bow there, painted the nose, painted the sunglasses, put a little bit of pink in the ears, painted the tail. I put pink in those stars on the boots. So I think that is so cute. I absolutely love this mold. There's so much you could do with that one. Didn't do anything to these two. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and mold those so I can pour those again. This turtle, I just put this iridescent pink on. Those are really hard to do because they're so light. If you don't catch them in the light, you don't know where the next one is. So that like took me quite a while to do that one, but I think it was worth it in the end. This one I did the red. So those are really pretty. And then here's the axolotl. Next time I do this one, well, I'm going to pour the next one just for my pressure pot so I can have a thing. But when I cast this, I think the best thing to do, because I didn't realize until it was poured, now that I see it, all the bands on the clothing I had to paint. I had to paint the shirt because I didn't realize he was wearing a shirt in there. So I think it might be easier in the mold than trying to get your pen in all those tiny little crevices. I don't know. Painted the eyes and the nose. I put little hearts all over the hat just to kind of take it away from being a Christmas hat. And I stuck a little, oops, that one moved. Might have to re-glue that one. Rhinestones for earrings. Didn't do anything to the heart, but yeah, that was challenging trying to get the pen in there. So yeah, I bit off more than I could chew for today. Here's the gorgeous cross. Look at those colors. They are so, so pretty. All I did was take some acrylic paint. This is metallic white pearl. Took my little squeegee thing and I squeegeed it into all those words and washed it off the best I could. Went around the edging with pink metallic, painted the butterflies in metallic, put rhinestones all over, and painted the inside of the box. I don't put stones on the inside because I don't want them getting knocked off the first time they use it. So I just put stones on the butterflies and things. So that one's really pretty. I never poured a blue one before. So since she didn't care what colors I did, as long as it had blue, that I just kind of chose the ones I thought went well with it. So I think that's really pretty. I hope you like it. Other than that, I think that's everything. That was too much for one day, but it's okay. I will be back tomorrow no matter what. I will see you then. Stick around for the pictures. Make sure you go onto Amazon. It's starting at 7 p.m. You can always come back to this video, but you can't always go back to the Amazon Live. That's only up for 7 days. So flip on over there and then come back here to see the end. All right, guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.
Glitz and glitter paint her way. She lights up hearts come what may. With a brush of faith she starts. Jesus whispers through her art. Patience blooms in every hue. Her love for viewers shines so true. Shimmer sparkles in her eyes. A radiant soul under bright skies. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. Canvas dreams and sparkly streams. Her laughter flows like sunlit beams. With each stroke her spirit sings, a masterpiece of golden wings. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace. In her art we see his face. Glitz and glitter, Michelle, a story. Her colors tell faith and love in every part. Jesus guides her shining heart. She sprinkles joy like morning dew. In every shade a promise new. A life of love, a life of grace.